It's like old fucking MTV ad. They're like, I want my MTV.
Three, two, one. Hey, that was actually
That was really
insane.
good.
Mm-hmm.
First try.
Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Mofos with a Long Podcast. What episode are we on now?
I think it's 14.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going strong. This episode we're doing The Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The sequel to That Suicide Squad that was awful from years ago.
Oh,
and so we have a guest today. Want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Blake. You can follow me on Instagram, Blake @Blake. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, that's no problem. So what did you guys expect going to this movie?
I expected about the same. I was expecting the same quality as like the last one.
Oh really?
Yeah. I wasn't
Any
expecting
reason?
it to be great. Oh no, just because like the last one wasn't that great. I heard it was James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I know he does great, but at the same time, like they might have to follow certain things that they said in the first one.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that might throw things off a little bit. But I actually ended up thoroughly enjoying the film.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What about you, Blake? What do you expect?
Well, honestly, like it just kind of got bounced on to me how I started watching it. I guess because I was at a graduation party and they're like, hey, everybody's in the back setting up the projector.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. And I go back there and they're like, yeah, we're watching the new Suicide Squad. And I thought it was going to be like just another like DC movie. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really mind the DC movies. I mean, everybody kind of either shits on them or worships them. But I mean, they're just, $100 million movies and shit like that. So they're always kind of cool, I guess, to watch. But
Props to the homie Sir for graduating art school.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, that's where I saw it too. And then and I was just blown the fuck away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, this motherfucker is so damn funny. You know what I'm saying? Just because you expect all these DC movies and such to come out, and they take themselves so fucking
Yeah, the last one
serious,
kind
bro.
of did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them fucking take themselves serious. Even Aquaman's stupid ass is being taken fucking super duper serious.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yeah, I watched that shit, and then I found out it was motherfucking James Gunn too, and I was like, oh damn, this all makes sense. I felt happy he was all working and shit still too.
Oh yeah. I mean, DC snatched him up after he got fired by Disney originally because of that dumb tweets he had. But yeah, I mean, I was anticipating this movie because of the change. Since it was James Gunn and stuff, I was like, okay, because he did, Guardians of the Galaxy, saying he knows how to do like team up movies and stuff like that. So I was like, let me see his take. And I was also excited because it was rated R. So I was like, yeah, okay, he'll get to have some fun. And like you guys, it was a fun experience watching this movie.
Hell yeah.
So you said Darby gave. I'm sorry, I just thought that was a funny story.
Yeah, my girl tapped out on the movie like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we'll get to it later, but like the opening sequence just hit her all sorts of wrong.
What, that fake out part?
Yeah, the opening sequence also hit me hard because like the promotion that had all these characters.
Oh, they did such a good job. They did such a good job
and
of that shit.
I thought like most of those characters were going to be in most of the movie.
Yeah.
So when they all got like slaughtered, I was like, oh, is this like a dream sequence or what the fuck, But at first I was disappointed, but it still ended up being because I was ready to see those other characters fully in the movie. But I'm not complaining anymore afterwards. I thought it was actually it was handled well. It was funny.
Yeah, I didn't even see any trailers about this.
Oh yeah, the
I didn't even know it was coming out or anything about this motherfucking movie, dude.
Yeah,
everything just took me off guard, and it was just clever as fuck, and like Polka-dot got him in.
Oh yeah, Polka-dot man.
Mm-hmm. I followed a lot of the stars that were in the movie, like on socials, and so like I would see them post for.
Oh, okay, so promotion was good.
So like if you were following them, like you would see the promotion.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, like one thing I'll say right off the bat about this movie is like James Gunn, like he's kind of like you know, like Robert Rodriguez and stuff
Oh,
like that,
yeah.
or like Quentin Tarantino, he has those people he works with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he like brings them into
mhm.
every project.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Or
yeah.
like what's his Martin Scorsese does that too sometimes. Like he
Yeah.
has his era of people that he brings along.
And then Tim Burton's just like, okay, it's gonna be my wife. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
or
Johnny
his ex-wife
Depp.
Johnny
Yeah,
Depp.
and this midget in everywhere.
Shit, at this point, I think Johnny Depp is his wife. You know?
Fuck, actually.
Yeah, but
Had to put his brother in the movie.
yeah,
of course.
oh yeah,
Twice,
of
I
course.
heard.
And Sylvester, you guys were mentioning off camera that you guys didn't know Sylvester Stallone voiced King Shark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not until someone told me later, but it was like I should have known from the
Yeah, like the way he
opening,
talks.
well, like just from the opening sequence when they say like Sylvester Stallone's in
Oh.
the movie, I must have missed that the first time I watched it
Because I
was
just
like,
saw John Cena's ass name on there, dude, and it's just like, what?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
You know, people
no,
making that jokes like you can't see him through the whole movie because John Cena.
no, but yeah, no. Then so like when I finally figured out that was him and I heard it, I was like, of course that's him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would have never expected him to voice a character that funny.
It's funny. You talk about James Gunn bringing his crew's people
Uh-huh.
because the first person we see is Michael Rooker, and he was also in
Savant.
he was in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Guardians of the Galaxy
and he
and
was
Belko.
Belko. Yeah,
And so I was like,
Was
man,
it Scooby Doo though?
I
A
don't
lot
remember.
of a lot of people from this movie were in Belko. We had Michael Rooker,
Mhm.
the guy that plays Polka-dot Man.
Oh, that's why it looks so familiar.
Yeah.
What? Nah, he ain't in Belko.
Yeah, he is.
Who is he?
He's the one that was the maintenance guy with Michael Rooker.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, that's right.
Was he? No, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Oh.
the one that freaks out. And he's like,
cranks
he's
him
like,
upside
Bud
down.
hit his head.
Yeah, oh,
You know,
okay.
you remember?
Mhm.
Yeah, and then also, I think isn't the guy who's like wearing the hoodie in the control room? Isn't he also in Belko? He was like Sean Gunn's buddy.
Oh, I think
They
you're
were
right.
married up
maybe.
together.
He's like, God damn, I'm good at my job. That big old, like, kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he not like
I don't remember it.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were.
because Sean Gunn's
Yeah.
character was the conspiracy theorist type of guy,
Yeah, maybe he
but
was.
the guy that was with him the whole time.
Yeah.
I think that's him,
maybe.
the guy. So it's like,
That
man,
was-
he brought his whole crew over
Mhm.
for this fucking movie.
That guy should play a superhero. He was big as hell, man. You know?
He's really freaking tall.
Yeah.
He's funny too.
Yeah, he was funny. One of we'll talk about it later. One of his jokes, I was like, okay, it's kind of like too much on the nose, but I mean, it was slight.
It was a joke.
I'm trying to remember. Was it the
The
one?
kaiju?
Yeah, the kaiju one. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I was like,
yeah.
okay, because I feel like that was a joke. That was I was actually. This is a good discussion. Some of the first time I watched it, some of the jokes didn't hit for me, but it didn't like lessen the movie for me.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, I wonder if this would have been different if I saw it in the theaters. Because there was that kaiju joke, the way like the movie kind of paused. It seems like it's meant for people in the theaters to like start laughing.
That is a
you
good
know.
thing about theaters when you get the whole crowd.
Yeah, the
and
whole
you're like,
crowd. Yeah. So I was like, but it didn't take away from the movie for me
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it still
I
ended up
didn't-
being fun.
I definitely. Well, a lot of their jokes weren't that funny, but just the movie itself
Yeah.
was just funny. Like Polka-dot Man being taken serious
Yeah.
was somehow this weird like level of funny, dude.
He was
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters. Him
Oh,
and King
yeah.
Shark were my two favorite characters in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, like, do you guys, out of the new introduction, how do you, well, I guess going back to the beginning, from the new introduction, how do you guys feel about the crew they had in the beginning?
Oh, the
Like the-
Team
Oh,
One.
yeah.
I thought Dan Savant was about to show a mofo up, dude.
Yeah.
And then because Harley's on it, and then Captain Boomerang's on it
Captain
and shit.
Boomerang.
And then
Yeah.
Rick Flagg's on the motherfucker too, and it's like
You thought they were about to like fuck shit up for
Mhm.
real. That was definitely like a big.
at any moment somebody was about to show some crazy
Yeah.
shit.
It was just kind of like, oh, you thought it was going this way.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
And just like swipes that
It's like
shit
a
right
big-
out of you. like,
Motherfucker Blackguard's face gets like caved.
Yeah,
in,
just got
like,
caved
mashed
in.
on
Oh,
there
yeah.
and shit.
that was one of the things Darby was complaining about. He's like, I know it's
Dude, a lot of
Pete
females
Davidson.
complained about that.
About him getting his face
Like
shot
they're
off.
like, yeah, but Pete Davidson dies in like the first 5 minutes or some shit.
I'm like, yeah, he's a throwaway character.
But of
I
course
mean,
he
like,
also
most
my
of them.
cousin, nieces and shit.
yeah, like, I guess because it's Pete Davidson, you know, like Ariana's ex or whatever. A lot of people, he's like popular
They got that.
Who was his ex?
in a lot of Ariana Grande.
What?
Yeah, You don't
jealous
know
of the motherfucker too, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's
So
got
like, I mean, he's big in a lot of like different circles because some people know him as a comedian. Because he used to do stand up. Some people know him from
He's in
SNL. Some
SNL,
people
yeah.
know him just because he dated Ariana. And so like
Nice trying to
he's
get
got a
into
lot of
movies.
exposure, and so a lot of people know him, and then seeing him get his face shot off in a movie, I guess
That was a good.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
They
that was a
probably
good
went to go.
switcheroo.
They went to go to just see it just for his ass, little fanboys or not fanboys.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people did. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good switcheroo.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see it with people who expected him to be like the main character. But yeah, from the team one, I like the detachable kid. Is that his
The
name?
detachable TDK.
Yeah,
oh,
TDK.
Nathan Fillion, bro.
Yeah, that another James Gunn guy, I think.
Oh, is
think
he?
he is. I think so.
I remember him from Firefly.
Yeah, fine. I guess that's the other guy.
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon, yeah.
Yeah.
But
oh my bad.
no, it's okay.
You know there was a part in the movie. I saw this on one of the things I was like looking up. But there was actually a part in the movie where the detachables kid's power would have came in handy, and that's when like it's like John Cena and how do you pronounce that one black guy's name?
Idris Elba.
Yeah,
I want to say it slower because I do want to know his
Idris
full name.
Elba.
Idris
I
Elba.
thought it was Idris.
Idris?
Yeah.
Idris or Idris? Idris.
I'm gonna call him
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I call him Idris.
I'm gonna call him my friend.
He's playing Knuckles.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, they're like, it's them, Rick Flag, and John Cena, and they're like, you want to know about the one-hit dead punch or whatever? And then after they kill the guards in that van, like John Cena gets a shotgun and like blasts like the driver's head off or some shit, and then he's like trying to like stick his arm through his hand and like steer, but he can't like see at the same time.
Oh, I see.
So
yeah.
the detachable kid could actually pods his hand out and saw through the hole and actually steer and drive it.
That's
yeah,
funny.
that would have been a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like, when the fuck would he come in handy?
I mean, literally, he got handy, his hand actually detached and started smacking the guards. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, because he's got no swing in it, dude.
I thought-
So it's just the arm. He's like,
Yeah, just smacking.
So like they got the team together and then they start jumping and then like when everything goes to shit, like it just gets like 5 times funnier. Bro.
Oh yeah.
That whole like, cause like his arms
His
are
arms
floating, but they're shooting
Yeah,
the
shit,
arms up.
And he's on the ground. Then was it the woman Mongol, the female alien that
Oh,
jumped out of the
dude,
helicopter?
she got it bad. She got it bad. The boomerang.
Boomerang.
Because you're like, oh,
I was
God.
surprised.
Once he died, you're like, oh, wait, what the fuck?
I was
bro?
really surprised when he died. That's why I thought it was a dream sequence. Like when he died, I was like, wait, he was a major character in the last movie.
Yeah, but fuck him, dude. I
But-
think he's lame as hell.
I had my suspicions it was gonna go that way,
Mm-hmm.
but like not to that extent when Weasel died.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was the biggest, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck,
because he was
bro?
in the promotion a lot.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, they did some smooth shit, I heard.
Bro,
Yeah.
like Darby had to point it out, and like the first time I watched it on my phone, so I didn't really pay attention.
Mhm.
But like you could see like little Weasel schlong like the whole time.
You could?
Yeah,
Oh, I was looking at that motherfucker the whole time. Bro.
Oh,
on my
I-
phone.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, he's got like a little.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, oh my god.
That's actually kind of gross.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, that's attention to detail right there.
Yeah. Oh, there's another schlong later on in the movie, just in full view, in the camp later on.
Oh, yeah, when they go to the...
Oh yeah. I saw that second time when the guy gets shot and you just see the shit fling up like, oh my god. But
You know what? Darby's complaining about how they never show Dangling in movies. This would have been the movie for her if she could have.
oh, I mean, recently
Yeah.
they've been showing a
Dang,
lot.
like,
And, I mean, Game of Thrones, they show some nasty ass ones, man. Like you could have kept that wrapped up. You know? But yeah, I guess.
Watchmen.
Oh yeah, Watchmen. Mhm.
Dr. Manhattan.
Dr.
Yeah, that's a
Manhattan.
good looking pig.
Oh.
He's-
That's a good CGI man and God woman.
No, that's all him, bro.
Well,
Oh, were you talking about the TV show?
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Are you
TV.
I
talking
ain't
about the
talking
movie?
about the
I think it's
TV
talking about
show.
the
Oh
TV.
yeah, the TV show. That was all him.
Yeah.
Apparently,
He's like, I don't need CGI for this.
bro. And then like they were like,
Fucking lucky you, mother.
they were saying you could show as little or as much as you're comfortable with. That apparently he showed quite a bit because that. Never mind.
Oh,
I'm not-
that's a discussion for another day.
You never saw the tip, but like
You saw those.
as long as the shaft was, I was like, dang, bro. You can tell that shaft go off for a while. I was like, dang.
But to go back to this movie, but yeah, so after the decimation of Team 1,
Oh,
we
yeah.
got introduced to Team 2, led by Bloodsport. How do you guys feel about him? I guess he's supposed to be like the replacement for Deadshot.
Good,
That was the first
dude.
one?
Will Smith overrated in the sense of a Suicide Squad movie.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I do love Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith is entertaining to watch. That's I'll start that by saying that. But one thing that I see a lot, like save for like a couple of performances, it's really hard for you to lose Will Smith and just see the character.
Yeah.
It's more of like Will
that's
Smith
a good point. Yeah, that's just Will Smith.
playing. Like Will Smith as whoever.
Yeah.
That's why
Jesus,
I'm kind
Will
of glad
Smith.
he didn't get the part of Neo. He turned down Neo.
Yeah.
Because like
I can't imagine. Because
Yeah.
Neo's supposed to be like timid, not confident, and stuff like that. Will Smith, I mean, he's a confident guy. He jokes around.
yeah.
He's very social. It's kind of hard to see him in that role.
Plus, he's like indestructible. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Will
You know,
Smith?
this if he's in it, this is the hero of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Deadshot,
Yeah,
you're
sure.
like,
Yeah.
oh, this mofo is
That's true.
the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mofo.
Like-
It is.
I'll say 2 movies that I got lost in the character with Will Smith, so like 2 exceptions to the rule. I would say Concussion, and then
Never
also Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh yeah,
Never
Pursuit of
seen it.
Happiness is good. Mm-hmm.
I definitely like saw more of it was like less Will Smith, more of the character he was
Falling
portraying.
asleep in the bathroom. So
That was sad, man. That movie.
I heard that part never actually happened, that type of shit.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
They just made that up
That's
for
one of
this.
this now this movie shit most likely.
Mm.
But
I loved him.
Idris Elba,
Yeah,
Bloodshot.
I-
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
good.
I think he's a big up and comer too. Like what, Hobbs and Shaw. The fuck else is he in, man?
He's about to play Knuckles, like he said.
He was in
Voice
the
actor.
MCU.
Yeah, he was in Thor.
Yeah, he was like the gatekeeper.
Yeah,
of
the
Asgard
gatekeeper.
or
Oh
something.
no shit.
Yeah.
He had dreads, so maybe that's
Dread, and he had like golden eyes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it seems like he's found his niche. Like, just start doing action movies or.
And he's always
stuff
been the
like that.
bad guy, isn't he?
No,
No,
not
it depends on the
necessarily.
movie.
I guess
yeah.
I'm just thinking of Hobbs and Shaw and then this one. But even though in this one he is a bad guy but good guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're all like likable characters. Well, that's another thing too. The movie, like, it makes them very likable without trying so hard. You
Uh-huh.
know, it's just different characters, kind of like bumbling idiots interacting with each other.
Uh-huh.
It just made it fun.
They even slaughtered like a whole village of like the good guys, and you like still just love the fuck out of them.
See, that's one thing too. Like in the movie, after they did that, when they go see Rick Flagg, they try to like paint them as idiots for killing those people. But if I watched it
And
again,
then
no,
the
like
Yeah.
I'm on the
Said
wall, I
kill
told
without-
them, yeah.
with
So
no
it's like
discretion.
they're not idiots; they're just following orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that's kind of
It's not
Weird.
their
And,
fault.
and
Yeah.
Amanda Waller knows who the fuck they were.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They were gonna try to be like a democratic fucking blah blah blah. So they're like, hey, take them the f out. They got
Yeah.
Rick Flag.
That-
You know what
that's
I'm
a plot
saying?
line.
Everyone
That's
you
kinda
see, you know,
Yeah.
she looked cold in this movie.
Yeah.
The way she
Yeah.
had that death stare and shit.
But she plays it so well.
yeah, she does. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
she-
it's like sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like she does that character justice
Mhm.
like so well.
Mm-hmm. It's like straight off the cartoon and into like the movie. You know, have you seen Justice League Unlimited?
No, I
Or
haven't.
Justice League? Oh yeah, she's that character's in that show a couple times.
Does she voice her?
No, a woman called CCH Pounder voices her,
Oh, okay.
but it's basically like that character on the live screen, like in a big screen. It's a good job. She does a good job. Like most of the people, you know, I would complain about. I don't mean to hark back to Cruella, but you know how we say like some people were having fun, other people weren't, and the people who are having fun stood out. In this movie, it seemed like everybody was having fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh
it
yeah,
shows,
they just
yeah.
shined off of each other.
Yeah. But you were about to say something?
Oh yeah. No, like even in the when they're presenting the idea, because the whole reason that they get well, I can't think of his name. The Idris Elba's character.
Bloodsport?
Bloodsport. Yeah, the whole reason they get Bloodsport is because like the whole thing with his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole scene where they're like in the room and he's about to like stab her in the dick with
She
like
don't
the
even
pen or
flinch.
whatever.
Yeah.
And that whole like the tension between them, like the chemistry in that room was just like it was perfect
Mhm.
because he's like fucking like you see the anger like
Mhm.
ready to go. He was perfect in that. She was perfect in like her like just sitting there like I got this like to the point where she's telling everyone else to stand down.
Mm-hmm.
Like that scene was tense and like it was just perfect to
Mhm.
me. I was like, damn.
I feel like when she says stand down too, you actually, because she plays it like cold as fuck, like this like slate, you know what I'm saying, this blank slate when he comes at her with that like pen or some shit. But then when she says like calm down, you can see how like stressed out the fuck she really is like for a little bit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like you almost hear like quivering panic or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because Bloodsport is an assassin, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, because really she's scared shitless. But it's just her.
She
You know
just,
what I'm
she
saying?
just plays it so well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about the from Team 2, like Ratcatcher 2 and...
She was cool, but I think she was a little too easy to be lovable.
Oh, yeah.
But not saying that it wasn't like hating on her about that because dude, I loved her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I mean, I'm gonna fucking love John Cena. Dude.
Oh well, yeah.
John Cena was my favorite out of all.
Yeah, he was hilarious. I guess this is a problem I had with the movie. And like I said, it's not major because I still end up enjoying the movie. But it's like after Team 1 dies, I wasn't really scared from Team 2. Because it's like, okay, they can't just kill these people right off, you know, because we just saw a whole bunch of people die. But it's because, you know, the way it's sequenced, they can't, if they maybe space it out, I would have been scared of like who might go. So once I just saw these people, like damn near the whole team dies, I was like, okay, these people are going to be fine. For the most part, it wasn't until the ending when shit started happening, I was like, oh, okay, now maybe people might actually die.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't that fear for a little bit.
It was
right.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
But I mean, it was just what you're.
Oh no, I was gonna say just a side note. Like I think this is the second project that James Gunn's been on where like people have exploding heads.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
true.
of explosives
That's true.
in the
Explosives
head,
in
you
the
know?
head. That's funny. he was prepping for Suicide Squad when he made
It's like,
Belka.
hey, man, yeah, he was like, hey, you heard
What
it.
the Belko experiment was like Amanda Waller testing that shit.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
That'd be interesting.
Like a whole alternate universe type thing.
Hell yeah.
But Polka-dot Man, we touched on him. So you said you like how they took him seriously?
Yeah, that's the best part, dude. And it's so because like, ooh, how do you explain this? That's like it's like Polka-dot Man is just like he's fucking a joke, but he's like never like him as a character. Was never like a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had like mad fucking like suicidal tendencies. He had like major PTSD, like all this like type of shit. And it was like some random scared ass character, dude.
Yeah.
You're like,
definitely,
man, what the
definitely a D-list character. But I like how they. Yeah, he was my favorite. He was my second favorite character in this movie because he was just a lot of his jokes hits.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was just. He played his role so well because he's like all depressed and crazy and stuff like that. But for some reason, it just made it funny, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you want to touch on anything?
Oh no, I'd say probably King Shark was.
Oh yeah, King Shark's my favorite character.
Like when they're in the the boardroom and he just. Hey.
Yeah, I like the scene before has like book read me, you know.
Yeah, he's so smart.
Or at the end, like where go friends? I love King Shark, man. Yeah, he was hilarious.
Yeah, that scene at the boardroom where he's like, head, and then like you see Waller, and she's like trying to keep it together because he's like potentially the son of a god.
Oh yeah,
or whatever. But she's like so done with his shit too.
Yeah.
She's like, yes, Nanue, that is your hand. Very good.
You know, it's like that kid in class, you know, is not the brightest, but you don't want to be mean, you know. Yeah. But he made me sad in a couple of scenes, like in the scene where he was like crying when you know they go to like the club.
The club, and
yeah,
he's like in the car. On his own. Oh,
yeah,
that was sad.
That was so sad, man.
And then he's like, I go too. And then he's like, this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely fun. Like he seemed like James Gunn brought some of that chemistry interaction from Guardians of the Galaxy into this movie.
He's just a character type of writer.
Man. Yeah,
for real, dude.
For sure.
I mean, and it's just also like there was that one scene or whatever where like King Shark's like looking out the bus window or something, and it's like got all the like bright lights.
Yeah,
and so she's like that couple making out or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's just like
he like wants someone to have like that, but he's King Shark.
You want to say?
Doesn't he fall in love with like Ice Lady or something?
Ice Lady.
What comic books and stuff like that?
Yeah.
No, comic books they run rampant. They're still run lines. So.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't read the comics, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't
read any comics except the ones in the bow gun.
No.
Bazooka Joe.
The Bazooka. Is it Bazooka Joe?
Bazooka Steve.
Bazooka Steve.
That was my.
You just naming the Blues Clues dudes,
Oh,
not Joe and Steve.
oh shit. Alright.
Blue's Clues?
He's not dead, is he?
Both of them are.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
Are
they
they?
died like a while back.
What? I don't know. I don't have my phone. I can't look that up.
Then what's John Cena's character name?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. He was funny too, man.
He was hilarious.
Yeah,
the whole like. If there was a.
Every time he opened his mouth, I laughed. Dude.
Yeah.
The beach was full of dicks, and I had to eat it
For liberty, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely understood the assignment, man. Like, he had
yeah.
fun the whole time. And this goes into, like, the complaints I talked about earlier. People want... I didn't fear that people would die. Because they already announced that guy's going to have a TV show.
Oh, really?
So I was like, when I was watching, I was like, well, I know he's not going to die.
But
Which they
also
did
could've
trick
been a
me.
fake out.
Yeah, I will admit, like, when he got shot in the neck at the ending, I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's when, you know, I actually started fearing that people might die in the movie. Because I was like, oh, wait, okay. Maybe that show takes place before this movie. Then I started thinking, like,
too.
oh,
Like
okay.
a Black Widow type thing.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, now maybe people might start dying, and they start dying. But that's when the fear came back. Like, okay, some of these characters I do like, they might die, and you know, R.I.P. Polka-dot man. But you know, at least he went out in style. You know,
He wanted to die, though. You know what I mean? He really did want to die.
yeah.
I thought that was funny to see at the club though, when he was like surrounded
with his
by
mom,
his
dude,
mom.
I was
Yeah.
around him.
The first joke with his mom, that shit hit so hard. Because remember, like, you know, where's your mom now? Yeah, she's everywhere. And they pan out and you see all of them, like, as his mom. I thought that hit so hard.
It's
Yeah.
so funny because this is like right at the tail end of that shot. Like you see a butterfly like flying by, and King Shark is just like,
Oh,
thinks
yeah.
his mom is King Shark, and so she's just
Yeah, like swatting at the butterfly and stuff
There's
like that.
butterfly look like his mom?
That's what.
There's butterfly look
Oh,
like
I
his
didn't.
mom?
I didn't see if the butterfly
No.
was looking.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think they went that far.
But
I know the rat has his mom's glasses on.
Oh no way!
Oh, really?
That's
That's
funny.
funny. I didn't even notice that.
I wonder how that lady felt playing that part.
Oh,
He
man.
loved it.
It's a role, you know,
Yeah.
because there was I remember, like in the late 2000s, there was a woman that keep getting cast as the ugly prostitute and like different shit. I was like, God damn, man. She was in Breaking Bad as like an
Oh, okay,
like
like
prostitute.
Method, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a prostitute, like a drug addict. Then she was like, my name is Earl, as somebody who's fucked up too. I was like, God damn, can you imagine going to like, you know, they put like a calling like
crackhead,
if you look like a crackhead, please audition. And she shows up like you're in. She doesn't have to audition, you know.
Yeah. She's on a couch and shit. Too.
Yeah.
Nah,
But-
she's got people calling her up. Like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we want you in the show."
We really need an extra with
Yeah,
your
we
exact
need-
qualifications.
We really need a crackhead, you know. But yeah, it's kind of
She
messed
got
up.
discovered outside the QT or something.
Oh yeah.
He's like, hey, I see your face for movies / hit TV shows.
Hey man, they took her off the streets, man.
Yeah.
But,
She's over there smoking crack with fucking Charles Sheen, or what's his name? Yeah, never mind.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, Tiger
You say
Blood.
Charles Sheen?
I sure did say Charles Sheen.
But so I guess that's it. Is that it from the new crew?
Yeah.
Bloodsport.
Yeah, Bloodsport, Ratcatcher 2,
Mm-hmm.
Peacemaker,
And Polka-dot Man.
Polka-dot Man,
Then returning was
King Shark.
Oh yeah, King Shark. Yeah.
And then we had Ric Flair returning, and then also Harley
Flagg.
Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
We had Ric Flair returning.
Oh, Ric Flair, yeah. Woo, woo. Just that in every scene.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Yeah. Jet fly. But with Harley Quinn, I think this actually affected the way I enjoyed this movie because I have a confession. As she does a good job playing a role, but I hate live action Harley Quinn. And I know her job is to be annoying, and she does a good job doing it. It just works too well for me, you know.
That Brooklyn accent she got.
It's just so over the top, you know, that it's annoying. But I see in this movie she's kind of toned down a little bit, and she's used in spurts. And I was like, okay, that's the perfect way to use his character.
Oh yeah, she damn
Okay.
sure is too, dude. Like you just be her own little
Yeah, the
cat,
whole
I
little
guess.
thing. Yeah, it's like
But-
you don't focus on her so much, and that's made it enjoyable for me.
So talk about Harley Quinn. Now that we're on Harley Quinn, you know the scene where she gets the key off of the guy that she like knocks out with her. She kills with her legs.
Yeah.
Her retrieving the key with her foot was all Margot Robbie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? And putting it in the lock too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she literally just swung up and just stuffed it in the
Yeah,
lock that
because
fast?
I think they were planning to do it with somebody else, and they said like they were filming and she just did it.
Oh, okay, that's impressive. Yeah. Actually, that scene goes. I give that movie extra points because the choke. You know how to complain about Mortal Kombat when she had like the headlock, but her legs weren't even locked in. That you see in this one, her legs actually locked in.
Yeah, she like wrapped.
Yeah,
the foot
so
under.
it makes
Yeah.
more sense of why the guy can't break away. You know, so I give it extra points, and that's actually a move in jiu-jitsu called a triangle. And from the position she did, it's an inverted triangle. The only difference is like the guy doesn't have his arm in. That's how you do a triangle, but that was close enough.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
and I that to me that extra addition of actually seeing the legs lock in, I was like, thank you, you know, because that goes a long way for me when it comes to like just being believable.
There's the question of believability of if she could lift the guy up like
yeah,
that.
but
Oh,
at that point,
no, because she lifts him up with upper body strength, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's dead squirming weight. You know what I
at that
mean?
point, I mean,
But I do got a complaint on Harley Quinn. I'll let you finish.
okay, I mean, you could.
Anybody else think she was a little too fucking overpowered?
I
I
guess
felt,
it goes
I felt
to
like I was.
him.
I felt like I was fighting an injustice to fucking pro with Harley Quinn. The way she was flipping off the walls and doing all this, like she's like some kind of master fucking pole fire from The Walking Dead. And, you know, I can understand like the pistols, I guess, and shit, and it's way better than her fucking bat she used to have in the first movie. But I felt she did shit that none of the John Cena or fucking Bloodsport could have done. She's like doing the circles, like saying, just laying people down, fighting in hand-to-hand combat with her like part of her dress and making them cut themselves necks, and with the fucking javelin, which she's never used before. She's over there slaying the fuck out of them. You know what I mean?
Well, I think if I could be real about it and take it out of the context of the movie, I think that had a lot to do with fan service for the people who are just gonna go see Suicide Squad type stuff for like Harley Quinn. You know what I
What
mean?
about people who went to go see Blackguard?
Oh.
Well,
They were disappointed.
Dude, I wish you could get a reaction shot of those people, man. Yeah, that would have been funny.
Just
Yeah. The first one too, to get his face caved in. But
that opening scene though, like where they're showing everyone like post mortem, and like the song, like those are people who died.
No, died.
They're
Yeah.
like taking bet money and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's one thing James Gunn was good at. It wasn't like the first movie where it was just like songs you fucking know, you know what I'm saying, that were in there, which was badass, because I saw the first one drunk in theaters. So when I hear like, you know, fucking please allow me to introduce myself, like just those kind of songs, I'm like, hey. But then James Gunn, when he puts a song, it's like,
it makes
he's
sense.
like, oh, this song would be just good here, and this song would be good there, and blah, 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 and I just fucking throwing it in there.
bro. And then like when the bird eats like part of the back of Michael Rooker's head.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
swallows
That
it.
same little gold bird.
Yeah. That's actually that was messed up. I could see Darby tapping out at that point.
Yeah,
You know.
I think she tapped out before that.
Then but yeah. So you didn't like that fight scene?
No, I loved that fucking fight scene.
Okay.
That fight scene was badass. But I'm just saying, like, she was fucking OP, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody could really fuck with her. I felt like if she had that javelin and her and John Cena went hand to hand, dude, she would fucking win. Like, you know, hands down. And you know, she really is just like a tormented, like, psychiatrist or whatnot. How the fuck you not use a javelin like that?
Well, she's
How
been,
you know to run? You know what I'm saying? Run up walls and shit. I ain't seen none of that in any of your previous movies. Not even Birds of Prey type shit.
realistically, she's been in the game for a while, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know, Kimbo Slice was in the game almost his whole life too, dude. And he got his ass whooped by a pro. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. It's just, I mean, because I fucking loved her in the movie, and I loved that fight scene and whatnot. But I felt like I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
No,
She's
There were some cheesy moments where like you could tell it's like, okay, this is I'm fighting the bad guys one at a time while one waits in the corner. Type choreography, you know what I mean? But
I feel like they did it kind of right. Oh my god.
Oh no, sorry, go on.
I feel like because I remember that part kind of like when she's like in that gated
Hallway.
bar
Yeah,
area,
like,
and
yeah.
she's like the way she'll like separate them at once, and then not only fight one at a time. You know what I mean? And but
To me, I mean, it was better choreographed than the Birds of Prey and Suicide Squad.
that's
for sure.
true.
Yeah.
That is
I did not
very
like Birds
true.
of Prey.
Oh yeah, that movie was that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was worried about her character coming to this movie, but they used her at the right spots, and it's the same complaint I have about Deadpool, but that's another story. Like, you use them at the right spots because they're supposed to be annoying.
Yeah.
When you focus on annoying characters, then it's like, besides Dumb and Dumber, but you know, at least for me, they just end up being more so obnoxious that's annoying. But when you use them to like for comedic effects at spots that's kind of serious, it's like, oh, okay, that's funny. Like when they were interrogating the Thinker, they got out the head stuff in his head, and I like how she said something that kind of made no sense to what was.
I'm standing around.
Yeah, shit like
or
that.
no,
I
she's
thought
like
that was
having
funny.
like an engraved license plate or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Well, I've actually found out when I was looking it up, dude, that's because the Joker had his own custom license plate that said "ha ha ha" in the first Suicide Squad.
So it's like a tie-in.
So it's just like one of her red flag things that she had.
I mean, that's kind of cool, like an Easter egg type thing to another movie. But then Rick Flagg, that guy to me to this day, that guy still cannot act, but. You know
what?
No, dude. Altered
Wait,
Carbon, bro.
yeah.
He was like a slab, and I mean, I loved him in Altered Carbon. Which
I haven't seen Altered Carbon, but
he was just a stone slab.
If anything I've seen him in, were this movie, the last one, some movie he did with Liam Neeson. This guy's not a really good actor. Some revenge movie. I think it's like some revenge movie from like 2015.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but. I guess you guys liked him.
I thought he was okay.
I didn't like him.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't like him at all.
It didn't take away from the movie.
No, it didn't. But every time he opened his mouth, it's like, man, this guy.
Because the moment he started fighting John Cena, I was like, John Cena is not going to lose this fight.
Oh, yeah.
And I love and even in the helmet, you just
see
Ric
that was a cool
Flair,
shot.
Flagg
Ric
getting his
Flair.
ass whooped, dude.
Ric Flair. That's what I'm gonna start calling.
No, thanks, bro.
Ric Flair. But yeah, I thought it was a cool shot when you see him in what's it called, the Peacemaker fighting, and you can see a reflection on the helmet. I thought it was a cool addition.
That was a really cool shot, like especially like for as long as it went on. But I didn't mind it, like because it was a really cool angle.
Yeah,
to
it was a
watch
really cool
the
angle.
fight from.
It makes me wonder how it was filmed. You know,
Yeah,
like
was it CG or was it
like how
trickery?
they,
You know what I'm saying?
how they like motion a camera and stuff like that. Was that hard to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think it may have been done similarly to the way that they shot the mirror in the limo. Because when I saw that with Harley, I was almost certain that they probably filmed her sitting there separately, flipped the image, and then when they're showing the shot of the guy holding the mirror, he's holding a mirror frame with a green screen, probably.
Okay.
And
that
then
makes a lot of sense.
So they've got that,
Yeah,
and then
think
add
of
like
shit.
little dust specks, so it doesn't look like just more footage. You know what I mean? And then there you go. That's what I would say they probably did, but I don't know. I wasn't there.
The movie has a lot of like cool, like like you guys talk about like cool like technical shots. Like there was a shot they used in the beginning when the Peacemaker, when they're at the that one, not farm, but like that area they kill those guys. They had like a shot showing John Cena's face. Then it kind of zooms to the side to see Bloodsport doing stuff. I thought it was a really cool shot.
Oh, that was where it was like do that like
Yeah,
he was,
like
like
a
swinging
swivel.
and shit.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
and you don't even get to see like what's in front of them at all. You
Yeah,
just
it's
see,
like then next thing you know, you see the side. They do that a couple times. They do it at the ending too, when Bloodsport's working towards, I guess we mentioned Starro, the main villain of this movie, and yeah, they do a shot of like you see half of the team on one side, then they show the half of the team on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought that was really cool. When was like giving them orders, it was the camera was like swiveling around to show who he's talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought those were like really cool shots.
I think some of the shots, the way that they like transition, I think some of them were like stitched together real footage and then like with a mixture of like 3D. So like not necessarily the same shot, but like two shots kind of stitched together.
Yeah.
But then some of it was also what is that saying right
Only 10% left.
A battery?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Should we take a break?
No, I should be fine. But on the camera or on the phone?
The phone.
Oh, the phone will be fine.
Maybe, huh?
What was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah, but no, the ones that you could tell were actually like live action, like they were actually sitting there doing that with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Those were impressive as hell.
Do you have any like examples?
Yeah, well, like I was like the one in the jungle where they're coming up on the camp.
Oh, yeah, jungle, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They don't know they're the good guys yet.
Yeah,
Because Waller told them to take them out. Those look like they're all legit, and those camera shots were like done really well.
Yeah,
and a lot of the cinematography in this movie was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. The movie's beautiful. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry. What's
No,
that?
that's just James Gunn.
Yeah, like the movies, like how you're talking about earlier DC movies taking themselves too seriously, and this one's kind of more fun. Like even the color is more bright than past DC movies.
Damn, sure is.
Yeah, because the other ones look kind of just like
gray.
Gray and dark. This one actually has like vibrant colors to it, which was really cool. Yeah, a lot of like cinematography or like simple things, like even the title of like time lapse that they do in the movie, or the missions. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, it was like new operation.
Harley. I thought that was fun.
And it was like, for me, it was like exactly how you would see it in a comic book.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, whenever like King Shark like rips that dude and like lightning goes off behind him and shit, and it just like kind of pauses on him. It's like, dude, that's like a comic.
Yeah, that was a cool shot. Yeah, or like Operation Harley.
Yeah.
Or like was it the Suicide Squad versus Starro? That was a real cool one too.
Probably my favorite one is because like just kind of like from an editing standpoint, knowing how difficult like it probably was to do, was the one where he's wiping the toilet seat.
Oh yeah.
After Team 1 gets murked and it does like a 3 days
earlier.
Oh
yeah.
And then he like, because it's in suds, and then he wipes it. So like knowing that they would have had to make like a 3D mask where like when he wipes it, it goes away and stuff like that. Like just knowing the technicality behind it, like it was very impressive.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that one the first time. It wasn't until the second time I saw it I noticed that one. And yeah, it's definitely impressive. And it doesn't take away from the movie, because a lot of times when a movie they do it.
Oh yeah, it's very
like
immersive.
Immersive.
Right?
Yeah, it's still within the movie, and it still fits the style and everything. I thought that was very cool.
So even Savant's like brain matter or whatever starts spelling out Warner.
Oh yeah, Warner Brothers. That. Yeah. That was really cool. And a lot of the action in this movie was really cool. Like it was shot well. They had like a wide shots where they talked about the Harley Quinn fight scene, the jungle. When they were murking those guys in the jungle, it was shot well because it's
it's like a one shot.
Yeah, it's almost like a one shot.
Hot and
almost
sweaty over one shots.
Yeah. I think they had cuts here and there, but it was longer.
Yeah.
They had like longer shots. Yeah. And it's wide too, so you can see what's happening. And it was also kind of comedic because you could see the competition between Bloodsport and Peacemaker. And I thought that was funny. And funny enough, for a movie like this, they did some stuff like it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's kind of a fun movie, but they did some setup stuff here that I was like, I didn't expect that from a movie like this. Like when Peacemaker and Bloodsport, their first like conversation they had in a movie, it actually comes back in the end.
Oh yeah, with the smaller bullets.
Yeah, small bullets.
It's Bloodsport that has the smaller bullets.
Yeah. I thought I didn't expect that from a movie like this. To have like such like kind of a subtle thing to come back later on. And yeah, like we already talked about the chemistry within the characters and stuff like that. So it was definitely a fun movie. How do you guys feel about Starro and the Thinker and stuff like that?
The Thinker I thought was pretty funny. Had some pretty funny lines, like especially like when he's talking to the general and he's like, so all that stuff in your head makes your brain good? And he's like, yes, it makes my brain good.
Yeah.
like
sarcastic.
Makes my brain good.
Yeah. Being all sarcastic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wish we got to see like his actual powers though, or just being use.
Yeah, I don't know the Thinker like that as a character,
same.
so I don't know what his powers are necessarily.
But
Well, Speaking of the thinker, so when I saw this movie and I fucking loved it, I tried to show like everybody I could this movie in like the shortest amount of time I could. And when I got this neighbor, bro, he's actually a really good fucking homeboy of mine. But he only motherfucking speaks Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, but my girl does. So we could only kind of talk when she's around. But we watched this, and apparently the general, the bigger, like, older general guy is some fucking, like, famous-ass Mexican actor, dude, because he was, like, tripping that this dude was in the movie and shit. So I never looked him up and shit, but...
I mean, I got to get Springtime, too. He did get... The general, right? You said the...
Yeah, not the one that gets shot by
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, you know what's funny, actually, with that character? After Harley Quinn escapes from, being captive, the taxi driver that picks her up, I thought that was that guy, the general, because they look so much alike. So I was so confused. I guess.
Old Mexican heavy-set men look.
No, but it's like he also has the white beard. They just kind of have the same look. I was confused at first, but that's a major complaint of mine. I feel like that plot line was useless. That whole the whole general and those people that were fighting for their freedom, it just kind of seemed like filler.
Yeah.
Background.
Oh yeah, it just gave him a good excuse to go kill him.
Yeah, just some like
kill the innocent thing.
Father. So like every time they cut that storyline, it's like I don't really care about what's going on here,
Yeah, definitely just some side shit. I liked how when they were gonna go save Harley though, like Peacekeeper was gonna shoot that because we see her all the time.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I see the only hostile whatever.
Yeah.
Some fucking lady, dude.
Because she's like the secretary or something like that.
That big old booby lady.
She's always there, but she's like not a main part either.
Yeah.
So when they like bust in and start shooting all like the
all the generals and politicians.
She's just there getting covered in blood.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
That's funny. In that scene where they're about to go save Harley, I like how King Shark was like Bird. And like,
none away, stay off the cops.
Yeah, he was.
They just put that motherfucker in a corner until they really.
Yeah, that guy was a good addition. And at the point where people actually start dying, that's when I started getting scared. Like, oh, please don't kill King Shark, please. Like when he fell off the building.
Should have died.
Oh, when he fell off the building, I was like, oh damn.
Well, I knew he was gonna be invincible when they like shot him up with that shotgun and like nothing happened to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I also heard that he's like a lot more powerful in water, and then when he falls off the building, it's with that like water tank shit that like
the tank
falls off and then all the water lands on him.
New dumb friends.
Yeah.
I liked that
what
part.
What were those?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they might have been like
Some
an
other
Easter
alien?
egg for something else.
Oh yeah, maybe like in the comic books, or we could just assume they do experiments and stuff in there. So
yeah,
something like maybe Tinker has been working on for a bit, but with Polka-dot Man, I didn't expect like the way he killed people to be so graphic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what happens? It's almost like Rick's portal gun, like when it gets half of somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like a burn mark, but it's not a burn mark, you know what I mean?
I think it just like tears through them like dimensionally, because he said it's an interdimensional virus.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of like his portal gun opens to dimensions. Like I guess it kind of like rips them from this dimension.
Yeah.
I guess
it was different. I didn't expect that when he actually did. It's like, oh, that's.
And you just see like
cool.
limbs.
Yeah,
like,
you see
kind of
limbs and
fine,
people just kind of melting off and stuff like that.
Oh, Milton, bro.
Oh, Milton, yeah. Milton got murked.
Why was he with us? What was he gonna do?
I thought he stayed with the car.
Yeah.
That whole shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that was a fun interaction between them. But with Starro, how do you guys feel about Starro?
I thought it was an interesting villain, and I definitely loved the whole like Suicide Squad versus Starro the
Scott
Conqueror.
Pilgrim looking shit.
Yeah, that was great. I thought that was amazing.
He just looked like a pissed off Patrick Star to me. Throughout the whole time, I kept thinking like, this is what happens when you call Patrick Rick too much. He just gets mad. But it was definitely a unique character to use.
As the first one, huh? Like the first Justice League villain that they fought with Starro together.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so Google
like
Starro. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Yeah, it's like something you wouldn't really expect. Like I guess after like not Game of Thrones, what the fuck, Guardians of the Galaxy. you see a talking tree, you know.
Yeah.
So after a while, you can kind of get used to seeing like weird stuff happen because I imagine.
But that was like what?
Yeah, like, I imagine years ago they wouldn't have Starro in a movie because it would be like.
Maybe James Gunn could have.
Who knows? But it's just like I can see people like, what the fuck, a fucking giant starfish. But they even acknowledge it in the movie too when it appears. And I thought it was a very I like the way it looked, with and also made me have to like, this to kind of go to a different movie, but another movie called Akira. For a while, I thought they couldn't do a live action version of it because something kind of weird happens. But now seeing Starro, I was like, fuck, I guess people could maybe they could actually do this on a big screen now. But yeah, with Starro, you guys want to touch on? You want to touch on Starro, Blake?
Only what I kind of know about him, I guess, just from looking him up, was just he was Justice League's first like bad guy, I guess, and it took them all of them to take him down, and then it took Suicide Squad just took his ass out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jumping through the eye with
Jumping
the
through the
javelin,
eye,
and then all the rats follow, I guess. Behind him.
I didn't expect it to be like watery when she jumped in.
I guess what would be in an eyeball?
Yeah, I guess so. I thought it was just gonna be like it's gonna pop and blood just flow out, but not what I expected.
My only I think one of my only grievances about Starro is that some of the extras that were playing the like the extensions of Starro.
Yeah, the zombies.
Some of them were definitely stronger than others.
Yeah.
And so like the weaker ones kind of like take some points away from it or whatever. Like there were some of the extras were not as strong of actors. And you can...
What? But they got a big old CGI starfish on their face. You're really trying to act.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, in their mannerisms and stuff like that.
Like they look like they were trying to act possessed. It's like, I know what you mean.
As opposed to, like, really selling the
really selling it. Yeah, it looks like...
This is definitely a person acting.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But I guess that's why they were the extras.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You weren't supposed to be looking at them that close.
You just paid too close of an attention to them.
Yeah.
You fucked yourself in the movie.
But with Starro, it's kind of... I guess because it's a fun movie, this movie gets away with it because you kind of see a little bit of it in the beginning. Then it's just, here's Starro and take down Starro. It's like, there's no really like set up for Starro. But it's okay. For a movie like this, I think it's okay for that to happen.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a different type of movie, I would definitely complain like, okay, maybe we need more of like a backstory about this villain. But for this movie, it was... I would knock it down for that.
I liked that, throughout the movie, it's like the big Starro, like the big villain or whatever. But then, as it's dying, like it has more of like a character to it. Because like the last thing that it says, like as it's dying, is like, I was content floating and just looking at the stars.
That shit hit hard, man.
Yeah, I was like,
damn. Yeah. Like, gee, I didn't expect that, man.
Yeah,
it hit so hard. The ending, that whole ending fight scene kind of hits hard because when the rat catcher is like having that flashback with her dad.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, fuck, man, this shit hits,
Oh,
man.
yeah, inspiration.
Like, Jesus.
It's Taika
Waititi or something
Waititi,
like that.
yeah,
had it
that's
right,
what he
right there.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I didn't expect him to be in this movie, but when I saw him, it was a definite fun surprise.
Yeah.
Well,
they say his name at the beginning, but
I didn't see it.
He's kind
Who
of...
is that?
He directed the recent Thor movie.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I think that the third one too.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Ragnarok?
Yeah, Ragnarok. I think he directed that one too.
Isn't
and
he in
plays
it?
he plays a rock character.
Oh.
And he did like Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
He's done some other films in there, so he's a pretty well-known director.
Yeah.
But he also like is a pretty decent actor.
He's a decent actor.
Yeah,
He's like
I feel like everybody mentioned that they saw Waititi. I'm like, I ain't even heard of that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't even know that was him until the very ending.
Because they purposely hide his face in the flashbacks, and so you don't even see that it's him until that final scene.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is that him? And he was a good addition. I mean, it's a short role, but yeah, that scene hits hard for me, when it's talking about the rats and the responsibilities, like damn, like
The
I didn't
purpose.
expect like emotional punches, in this type of movie, but it just goes back to James Gunn just knows how to handle these scenes very well.
Yeah.
Like
because it's a good mix of everything. Like it has its moments that make you like really feel something like in your heart, and then it's got like just the fun moments. It's got like it's definitely gory.
Oh yeah,
but in a
Thank
very
God,
cartoony
bro.
way.
Thank God it was gory, though.
Yeah.
Rated R, dude, like, holy shit, yes,
Yeah,
bro. Finally.
he took advantage of that.
It is good, because you can tell Warner Brothers just back the fuck off. Because I'm almost like, because you know how they had, like, the Schneider cut or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see, what's the dude's name who did the first Suicide Squad? Something like
Josh
Iyer
Whedon?
cut.
Josh
David
Whedon.
Iyer.
Oh, you talking about the first Suicide Squad?
Yeah, what is
My
it?
bad.
David Iyer.
Yeah.
Well,
Ayer,
where's
Iyer.
his cut?
Is there a
Of
cut?
Suicide, yeah, because Warner Brothers butchered the fuck out of his movie too, and like made the company that did the trailer edit the whole
that's
movie.
true.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard
And I
about
wonder
that.
what.
See,
his
I feel like
shit is.
Snyder Cut kind of sent people off because I feel like that movie wasn't.
I didn't
in
watch
the
it, bro,
works.
because I heard it was like 5.5 hours, or.
I feel like that movie wasn't in
It
the works
was-
originally. I feel like that's something that came after.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean,
No, because Warner Brothers fucking fucked
wasn't
that
it?
shit up.
Wasn't
bro.
it his wife said something about like they only added like 5 minutes?
Oh,
Yeah, they did at the very end.
Fuck out of here, man. I don't think
Like-
so. Yeah.
Did you think that they let? Oh no, because I think I do actually remember.
I mean, there's some
They let
scenes
John
that were in the original.
Mhm.
What's it called? Justice League movie. There are other scenes I'm like, you guys definitely, try
Nah,
to-
they
try
cut
to,
that shit out.
Try to
bro.
fix your homework here.
Yeah.
I think the end they did that. Like when they
Because-
added that weird. Apparently that was all shot in his like garage or something with a bunch of
Yeah.
green screens and shit.
Which part?
That like end sequence with the evil Superman and shit, where it's like the Joker and they're like in that weird
Oh.
yellowy land.
They
or
filmed
whatever.
it in his
Like
garage.
because Warner Brothers said don't add no shit, and he just went. They want my shit and just put it in.
Maybe
there,
that's
bro.
why.
They
fucking-
filmed it in his garage.
Maybe that's why.
That's probably
Jared-
5 minutes he's talking about.
That's why Jared Leto was so bad.
Fuck that overrated
and that's-
mofo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, it's an anime, bro.
with this movie, it definitely has me anticipating. Like, I do want to see a sequel with these characters.
Oh, there's
for
not
sure.
gonna be though.
Oh, for real?
Well, because like the thing is the only reason they were able to leave Amanda Waller's fucking clutches is because he had that fucking shit uploaded to the cloud that if anything happened to him or his daughter
Oh,
or
I see
whatever,
you, I see you.
so they're free, and that's usually like I've heard is like that's how Suicide Squad is. Like each Suicide Squad movie or the cartoon or whatever,
It's like
it's a
iterations.
different new
Yeah, it's
squad.
like
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like different iterations and stuff like that.
Mhm. Amanda Waller gets a whole new group of convicts to go do it,
Yeah. Well, if they're making the same vein as they do with this,
but they do the John Cena thing.
Oh yeah, John Cena. They have his own TV. I think James Gunn also directed. the
Yeah,
TV
and
show.
wrote it, bro.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that.
Fuck yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
Apparently, this movie they said it bombed.
I think it didn't do as well as they expected in the box office, but I think it has a lot to do. They're gonna need to find
catch a
a
base.
new metric for measuring that because the streaming services
That's
have
a
really
good
changed the
fucking
game.
point, bro. That's a good fucking point.
So, like, box office numbers, like, we can't really go off of just that anymore to market, to kind of, like, market
Judge
movie
it.
At least
success.
in this era.
Yeah, in this era
Yeah.
that we're in, because, like,
Mm.
I mean,
fuck a movie theater.
if
Yeah,
you
for sure.
if you've got the ability to watch it from your house and like you're not paying like $30 for all your snacks and stuff like that because you get the snacks in your house, like I mean I don't mind paying it.
Yeah.
Especially with like HBO, it's part of your service. Another like other services are kind of like hindered by it because they keep doing it as like you got to pay $30.
Yeah, like Disney
And-
Plus.
And it's smart. They're trying to recoup some of their losses with that because they know. Well, I
Like,
mean, if you
well,
purchase
plus this-
Cruella, like you're gonna be sitting there watching it not by yourself, but like you're
Your
probably
family,
gonna have
yeah.
like 4 or 5 people watching it with you, so they get the price
That's
of
actually a
like
good point, too.
all of those people that are gonna be watching it. But
Plus, like Disney's movies, man, is the movies that are coming out right now are ones they filmed forever ago, and this could be the era. I mean, where of ending of the $900 million box office movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, God knows how much it cost to film Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With all these, where you know what I mean, CGI blows up and it's so pointless and it doesn't even mean shit, but it just looks cool. Or they CGI out some of her hair that's coming off on the side that costs like $100,000 to fucking take out, and it's like that. I feel like that era it could be just over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they're trying to recuperate losses. The same reason why they threw Wonder Woman up on that bitch real quick. The same reason they threw. You know what I mean? Just.
Yeah, I mean things are definitely changing, but I wonder how like it's going to impact the future of the series, though. You know, because since finance is a big reason people.
Yeah, that's true. But DC has a loyal fan base, and that's the only people that's ever been watching DC shit. And I feel like this actually will bring in people that aren't DC that are actually, but no one's gonna give a fucking DC movie a shot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever. I guess there's some good parts in some of them, but all those movies fucking sucked. You know what I mean? In comparison of like a great movie standpoint, like good movies, yes, but like a great movie or it's just one that captivated you or made you feel some type of fucking way or whatever. None of them ever did that to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember who died and shit in the first Suicide Squad.
Oh man, that first one was garbage. I guess we didn't even give the rating.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Listen, you guys still want to touch on some stuff?
I think we talked about pretty much everything. One thing I will say that I also did like is because we talked a lot about the choreography with the Harley Quinn fight scene, but I liked the added effects, like the colors, the flowers and all that stuff. Like I thought that was pretty cool. They also kind of had like a similar feel where she's like swimming in the eye with the rats. And stuff like that. A lot of these like flowery moments where like they're showing you something that's like kind of fucked up, but they also make it kind of pretty as well.
Also, in her mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say it also makes sense to Harley Quinn because she's crazy.
I feel like it should have been more of that though. Like when she's over there and she's in that circle and she's just blasting heads off. It should have been like just a bunch of fucking flowers fly out of this dude's head, or you know what I mean? Because it only did that one part
towards the end
where
of the
she's
fight.
Well, because I think it like gradually comes in because like you start like the shots that like you see her kind of like blowing and like at first it's like blood and then slowly like it's like a little bit of flowers and then like it kind of fades into it. So like it's a gradual introduction, but you just think they should have like started that earlier. You would say.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just feel like they could have like made it like, hey, Harley Quinn a fucking crazy bitch, and this is just what she fucking sees. You know what I'm saying? And it's, but you know, I guess the build up shit is cool, but it could have been done. I think, like I feel like if they would have put more into it, it would have made it. I guess it wouldn't have hurt it. Is what I
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Because everybody always talks about that part, but I feel like it should have been more than if it was like that.
I also like how, like, after that fight scene happens, before she goes to the taxi, you can still see the remnants of the flowers in the background.
Oh,
yeah. That was funny.
I like what was that, like, when she escapes, and you see old Bloodsport, he runs like an old man or something.
Yeah, runs across the streets. Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, you guys want to touch anything more before?
I think I got everything.
Yeah, what about you?
All my points.
No, I'm good. I think I pretty much went over it.
What would you rate it?
Oh, definitely like a solid 8.
Solid
like
8.
8 King Sharks out of 10. Yeah. Because you know, I can't go too heavy. It's not a movie.
What you mean?
That
oh.
No, yeah, sorry.
Oh, I was like,
it's not a movie that you should focus so much on, like maybe the plots, but there are some plot stuff, you know, going with that whole unnecessary, like the military and the political sides. Like, there was no point to really introduce that to me, or maybe even kind of cut to that. And like I said, some of the jokes didn't hit at first, but I think it's a movie you need to see in groups. Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah, because everybody can have like their own
Definitely.
favorite character, and they can all have their own moments, and it kind of just adds to the whole overall feeling of the movie. Like when I was watching this movie, I was like, man, I wish I could watch it with you guys, or you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you watch it
because
by yourself?
Yeah, I watched it by myself,
Okay,
and it's just like, I think
The
it'll be more fun. Yeah, it'll be more fun in a group, but it doesn't take away from the
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
itself. But it's just it's an observation. I
It
made.
would have added to it. Though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, what about you, Blake? What?
Well, shit, man. I think because I knew nothing about the fucking movie, I watched it at a graduation, like, college graduation party in the backyard, just passing dubs and shit, and you know what I'm saying. So I had the group setting, I had like this movie kind of setting, and then I would say like 9. I would say 9, maybe 9.5, just because of my experience I had with it. I'm very fucking grateful that.
You came with no expectation.
I knew nothing.
Yeah.
I had kind of no expectations. And
So
shit.
I kind of because you kind of just went along with the ride, you know.
Yeah, cause I was like, shit, okay, we'll put on the new fucking whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck it, it's good.
I also like this is probably one of the better movies that I've seen in a long time. I enjoyed all of it. The ride was like it was a ride from the beginning to the end. It had its like slower, more serious parts, but even those were like done really well. Visually it looked amazing. The choreography was like some of it was a little unrealistic, but it was still fun to watch. And we've talked about that, like realism versus like fun to watch. It's not always like the same thing. And just overall, like, it's not super plot heavy. There are some plot lines that kind of stray a little bit that are kind of less important. Overall, I would say probably 9.5 detachable arms.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, that's funny. Oh, man, so it's the best. This is the highest you've rated a movie so far, I think.
Oh, really? On the podcast?
Yeah, on the podcast, I think.
Dang.
I mean, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, it kind of sucks seeing that it flopped, but like you said, who knows what the metric?
And there,
I feel like this is this is like one of the recent superhero movies I've seen that hasn't been the same mold. Like all the different, like
trying
Marvel.
to be Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is DC actually just being, doing their own thing.
Yeah,
and
that's
okay.
the best movies.
Yeah, so I was like, this is what you guys need to do some more. Like, just make up, have your own identity and just doing your own stuff. So it's a good alternative to, Marvel stuff. You could go watch Marvel to see, maybe like the PG-13 kind of like those,
Marvel,
those kind of like not formulaic, but you see their plot line. You come here to see more of like a mature. Doesn't have to take itself so seriously all the time, but more of a mature alternative. And it was a good experience. I wish a lot of people. I hope a lot of people go and watch it.
It's going to catch on.
Yeah.
It's going to build a following.
It's like a cult.
And then they have their ears out. Well, Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to know that this motherfucker is picking up steam. They're going to know how everybody is just like loving the movie when they've watched it. You know what I mean? Like, and because everybody, even though their movies have made tons of money, they get shitted on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, man, this movie fucking sucks, or you know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah. But they're gonna hear all the good shit about it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, I wonder if James Gunn, if he's going to come back, if they make a sequel where he's going to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely blowing up. He's got a lot of projects.
Dude, he got fired by Disney and then re-hired by Disney. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that guy got, I think he was, in a way, that situation that happened worked out for the best because after he got fired by Disney, DC picked him up immediately.
And it was like a big middle finger to the dude who like fucking brought all that shit up.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, bitch, I got fired and you got more work.
Yeah, exactly.
Bitch.
Then they brought him back.
It's all my haters.
Yeah, it's like all this work that he just kind of just got. So, I this makes me want to see more from this like series now. And it's so crazy how vastly like different it is from the first one. Like I wouldn't even like if somebody wants to watch a movie, I wouldn't even like recommend the first one. I should just watch this. There's no, and I think it does a good job like separating itself that you don't have to watch the last one to enjoy this one.
It's almost like a soft reboot.
Yeah, it kind of is without like just you just kind of went with the flow. Like even with Boomerang, they didn't focus so much on it that the fact you have to go see the last movie to kind of get like his character because he gets murked in the first like 10 minutes, so you don't really have to see the last one. Yeah, so you could just kind of watch this as it is. And I wonder if James Gunn did that on purpose, because that first one was so bad, But yeah, anything else?
No, I think that's about it. You got anything you want to shout out while you're on the podcast?
Yeah, Weasel lives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was happy to see that. And the Peacemaker too. He lives. Too.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that fucking series. Dude.
Yeah, I can't wait.
John Cena cracked my ass
Mhm.
out, dude. I cherish peace with all my heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Women and children I gotta kill to get it.
He's such a fun character, and just overall such a fun movie. But I guess that's it for this episode. Please go watch the movie. Please support movies like this. You know, I think movies like this need more viewers, so the more of movies like this can come
just
out.
Get
you know?
somebody's streaming thing and just watch it on there. It counts as a view. You know what I'm saying?
That's what everybody does now. You're about to say something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like and subscribe, support us as what. No.
Oh yeah,
No,
for
yeah.
a $5 Minecraft giveaway.
But yeah, that is it.
We'll see you guys next time.